In terms of the written stages of the application, I think if your application involves doing a personal statement or any sort of lengthy writing, get someone else to proofread it, because we all write it through and think it's perfect, and then someone else reads it and realise it's got loads of mistakes.
There are so many skills that come into the classroom that you might not even think about that people would want to read about in your personal statement. So map out all of the individual roles that you've done, the experiences, and then just synthesise those. What skills do you represent that you can bring into that classroom that will benefit all of those students?
We have people that come through who, for example, may have taught dance classes. We have other people who may have taught touch rugby, other people which have been Sunday school teachers. We tend to also get people who've been involved in youth organisations. So they understand about how to motivate teenagers, for example, or even 5 and 6 year olds, about how to get them enthused, get them wanting to stretch themselves outside their comfort zones. So we look for people that within their personal statement, it's not formulaic, it's something which really demonstrates their passion for teaching.
I think it's really good to present yourself holistically, so talk about extracurricular activities as well as the skills that you've picked up academically, because ultimately teaching is a personal profession. You're giving a lot of yourself, so to be able to give a full-rounded picture of who you are, what interests you and what motivates you is really important.
I had some time in a local state school prior to my application, and I think that's very important. I think it's important to get some experience of what goes on in a classroom, and I think it's very important to see the dynamics now between student and teacher, the different methods that are used by teachers now to engage a class.
Try and speak from the heart. I know it's really hard to write something that's professional sounding and really ticks all the boxes that you think they're looking for, but at the end of the day, teaching is such a personal profession that they need to be able to see what you're like from your application. And if you're trying to be too formal, I think it's quite hard for schools and universities to see what your passion is.
So if you've had experience travelling in a different country, or you've been a chef, or whatever it might be, whatever you're passionate about, do talk about that and do include parts of that, because that's what the children will be interested in.